Alright, so this is Isaac Walters. I'm doing a recording of the BJHand class for the inheritance lab. So I'll walk through it from the beginning. So first, it's a public class, BJHand, and it uses the colon to make it so it's a child class of the class hand. So we can use it in BJ in BlackJack, and then so it has two initializers, BJHand and the overrided BJHand, and it doesn't have any new variables it's adding onto it, and so it doesn't need to do anything but initialize it from the hand class and keep what it has that. So it just it does it, and it does so if this is called just the BJ hand with nothing in it, we'll just call the base of the hand with nothing in it the default constructor, and if it calls it with the override of deck and with the number of cards it wants in the hand from the deck, then it will call the base of the overrided hand. And here's the overrided hand, right? Or here's the regular default constructor and the overrided constructor. And so with the default, it will just create the new list of cards, and with the overrided version, it will take it will create a new list of cards, and it will iterate through a loop a number of times equal to how many cards they want, and it will, for each card, it will add a card from deck D onto the cards list. From there, we have the has ace, and so this is will be used to see if you have an ace in your hand, mainly used for the score function. And so it has a getter, and it the getter just returns has card of value 1. Value 1 is the ace, so we can see that in our hand class. Again, that's in the hand. So we have has card, but we're not putting in a card. We're putting in a value of 1. So it will go here to this overrid one, and it will do has card. It's a boolean, and it will return index of value not equal to -1. So now we go to index of which of the value, and this one has a for each loop, so it will search through all the cards in the list of cards that we declared from the constructors, and it will see if it's an ace based on the value we passed into it. And if it does, then it will return the index of that, and if it doesn't, it will return -1. If it returns -1, this will come up as false, but if it returns anything else, it will come up as true. And so that's how the has ace works, boolean. Next, we have the score, which just has a getter. They all have just getters, no setters, because everything that we would need to set for the BJ hand can just be set in the regular hand class. So it already has all that functionality of the hand class. This is just stuff that is BlackJack specific. So when you call the get, it initializes a score, an integer variable of score to 0. And this is just what we return, and this is kind of how we keep track of the score while we're going through this. So as a for each loop, so it goes through all the cards, and if it's a face card, it will add 10. If it's not, it will just add the value. And aces are counted as value of 1, and that's an important thing to keep in mind. So after it goes through all the cards, if it has an ace, so it calls this to see if it has an ace, and the score is less than or equal to 11, then it will add another 10, because we already added 1 from the ace in this for each loop, and so it doesn't want to do that again, so it just adds it once. And you don't need to worry about adding if you have 2 aces in your hand, because if you use them both as 11, it will be 22, and it will bust you. So you have to count one of them as 1 and one of them as 11, and then it will return the score after that. And so each time you call this score getter, it will reset this variable since it's a local variable to it. So that's useful. You don't have to worry about like clearing the variable off from a previous value or anything. So it will return that, and then we have the boolean. It will return an integer, and we have the boolean is busted, which has a getter. It'll just return the score if it's over 21. So if it's over 21, it will return true for is busted, and if it's under 21, it will return false for is busted. And that is it for the BJHand class. So yeah, it's a child of the hand class, and for the most part, it's a pretty simple one. Not a whole lot that you need to change from the hand class. Yeah, so yeah, this was Isaac Walters. I'm supposed to give a date, 6/3/2020, I guess. So yeah.